Okay. Next, I want to talk about how to solve rational equations. But before I show you how to do that, I want to show you what is undefined values of rational expressions. The undefined values of a rational expression are numbers that will make the denominator of the expression be zero. So for example, for this rational expression, its undefined value is -3. Why? Because if you substitute -3 for x, then the denominator will be 0. So you have a -5 over 0, and we know this thing is undefined, right? Okay, let's look at another example. Let's say we have this rational expression x plus 3 over x squared minus 1. Can you see what are the undefined values for this rational expression? Well, some of you may say it's 1. Yes, 1 is the answer. However, there's another answer. That is a -1, right? Because the square of -1 is +1. +1 minus 1 still be 1. Well, in practice, how can we tell this? So if you factor the denominator, you see it gives you x plus 1 times x minus 1, right? And then you think about, okay, which numbers will make this be 0? That means we are solving an equation like this, right? And we have already talked about how to solve this equation. So to solve this equation, we can use a zero product property. Therefore, we can generate two equations. One is x plus 1 equals 0. Another equation is x minus 1 equals 0. So that's why the undefined values are +1 and -1. Because this equation gives you the solution -1, and this equation gives you the solution +1. Okay? Alright. So now let's take a look at how to solve rational equations. So to solve a rational equation means we're looking for the x values. We're looking for the numbers that make each side of the equation be the same. In other words, we're looking for the numbers that make the equation to be true. So for this equation, the easiest way to do is we multiply the least common denominator on each side. Now here the least common denominator is 3x minus 19 times x minus 5. So we multiply this on both sides. So I multiply the expression 5 over 3x minus 19 by this, and on the other side I multiply 1 over x minus 5 by this. Okay. Now you will see on the left side 3x minus 19 is cancelled, and on the right hand side x minus 5 is cancelled. So the equation becomes x minus 5 times 5 equals 3x minus 19. So the equation becomes a linear equation, right? There's no denominators. And this we know how to solve a linear equation, right? So first we simplify each side. The left hand side we have a 5x minus 25 equals 3x minus 19. And we move all the x to one side and move all the numbers to the other side. So here I move 3x to the left and I move the -25 to the right. So I have a 5x minus 3x equals 25 minus 19. So I have a 2x equals 6, right? So x equals 3. Okay. Well, when you add this step, you should tell yourself you are not finished yet, because we need to verify if this result is an undefined value of the rational expressions in the equation. If it is, then we cannot use this solution, because it will make the denominator be 0. So it will make everything to be undefined. And if we go back to take a look at the rational expressions in this equation, for the first expression 1 over x minus 5, the undefined value is 5. For the second rational expression, the undefined value is 19 over 3. So neither of them is 3. So that means, yes, the 3 is our solution. We can accept this number as our solution. So the solution is 3. Okay. And in some textbook, if the equation looks like this, so we have let me give you another example. If we have one expression on each side of the equation, we can solve this equation using the technique called cross multiplication. So let me show you what this technique is. So the technique says if we have a rational expression a over b equals another rational expression c over d, then we can solve this equation by multiplying the numerator of the first expression by the denominator of the second expression. And this equals, we multiply the numerator of the second expression by the denominator of the first expression. So we can rewrite the equation into this way. Right? And remember, we can only use this method if the equation looks like this, if we only have one rational expression on each side. Okay? So if we use this technique, first, we can rewrite the equation into 7 times x minus 8 equals 1 times 5x minus 52, which is 5x minus 52. And then, to solve the equation, we have 7x minus 56 equals 5x minus 52. So we have 2x equals 56 minus 52. So we have 2x equals 4, so x equals 2. Okay? And again, let's just take a look at what are the undefined value of the equation. So this, from this denominator, we can see the undefined value is 8. So 8, and from this, the undefined value is 52 over 5. Since 2 is not equal to one of them, so therefore 2 is our solution. So the this rational equation has a solution, and that is 2.